What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this video, Cameron and the rest of the Scooby Doo gang are just totally stupid. Laura just told this boy, think things through before you do them. Now, him, Jocelyn, and Oscar are sitting there talking about going and exploring the tunnels under Port Charles. Are you insane? Like, do you not know the dangerous ramifications that can have? Exploring old ass tunnels underneath a town. Like, you know how seriously dangerous that could be, and they're talking about going to do it. Just dumb. Just, I'm like, why? I guess kids will be kids, I suppose, but that's some dangerous stuff to be thinking about doing. I'm just saying. I ain't exploring nobody underground tunnels. I'm not going through nobody's catacombs. I'm not doing none of that. No. No, I'm not doing none of that stuff. Like, no. Why don't y'all go to the library, go read a book, and go to a pottery class? Go do something that's a little less dangerous. I'm just saying, like that. I don't know. When they were talking about doing that, I'm like, yeah, that just screams danger to me. Like something bad can happen, and I think it will. Something bad would definitely happen. Um, I don't understand what's the point in killing Oscaroff. I really don't get it. I don't see some third, some light at the end of the tunnel kind of, I don't see no miracle for Oscar at this point. I honestly I don't. I don't think any doctor is going to be able to help him. I know people were saying that they should bring Robin and Patrick, and I don't even think they can help him at this point because it's at such an advanced stage. I don't think that there's anything anyone can do. I just don't see the point in killing him off though. Like, what's the purpose of it? I really I don't see the point. Honestly, I know some people still don't like the Oscar character or whatever. I've actually grown to kind of care about the character. Um, Plus he's a Quartermain, so that really sucks to kill off another Quartermain. I'm just saying. Um, I just hate when they do that. You're just killing off another person from another legacy family. It's just for no reason, really. I mean, they could have cured this months ago. I'm just saying, like when it was at a smaller, than what it was, they could have cured it. I'm just saying. Um. So anyway, moving on from that mess. So Gail Baldwin's will has been partially read today. I say partially because Gail threw in a little bit of a curveball. So Monica, Laura, Scott got together for the reading of this will at the hospital. So apparently, Gail set up a trust for any future children by Serena. It's a education fund for any children that Serena may have or any child that she may has. It would pay for their college education. Hopefully, they would become, join the medicine field, the medical field. First of all, whatever happened to Christina? I don't know if any of you remember Christina Baldwin. That's Scott and Lucy's other daughter, their adopted daughter. Last I remember, didn't she go off to Paris or something like that? Didn't she go off to France or something? But they don't never talk about her. They just always talk about Serena all the time. So I don't know what they did with the Christina character. Um, I'm trying to remember. I think she went out of town. I think she did. I'm trying to remember. Yes, I think she went to Paris or something like that. I don't know why they don't ever bring up Christina. Hmm. But yeah. So she set up a college fund for the potential child, and of course she set up an endowment for the hospital. But there's a catch to it. They have to meet certain requirements in order to get that endowment. But that's where the will ends. So basically, Gail is sending them on some little wild goose chase in a way. So basically, the next part of the will be sent to Alexis, I guess, and then she'll reassemble them again to go over the will. Um, the second part of the will. This is quite interesting on Gail's part. She's basically sending them on a little goose chase, a little scavenger hunt. Keeping them guessing and stuff about what she wants them to do. I like it. I like it. Cause you gotta work for some money. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody leave you some money, they're not gonna make it easy for you just to get the money. Scott, little ignorant behind. Monica was looking like she was ready to smack the hell out of Scott. He was sitting there worried about the house, her little waterfront house or whatever, beachfront house or whatever in Florida. He was worried about that. He was worried about his father's watch or whatever. You know, just worried about all the wrong stuff right about now. Alexis was like, I'll get to that later. I'm like, for real, Scott. Monica looking at him like, will you shut the hell up and let her finish reading? Like, you worried about all this material stuff. I'm like, exactly. Scott was such a pain in the ass today, but in a funny way. Um, so anyway, moving on from that. Nina. Ryan Chamberlain, all the people that you can kill, why are you not trying to kill Nina? You have my full blessing. My full blessing. Take her out of her misery, please. This woman is insufferable. Like, seriously, she was getting on my nerves literally this entire episode. She was annoying me. First of all, this chick is talking about running for the school board, talking about joining the school board. I said, please no. No, she should not be on anybody's school board. I'm just saying, hell no. It's like she's obsessed with Willow. Like, Willow was just sitting at the bar minding her business because, mind you, she was like 15, 20 minutes early for the book launch because she was supposed to be meeting Chase there. So she was sitting at the bar minding her business, and here comes Nina. Just keep staring at her, keep talking junk about her. Oh, that woman, she keeps accusing my stepdaughter. Like, she's not even paying you any attention, and yet you keep eyes focused on her. So now Valentine has decided to ask Nina to marry him again. Nina, you deserve whatever hell Valentine unleashes on you. I'm just saying, because you should know better by now. He's a habitual liar. He's going to continue to be a liar, and you keep falling for his nonsense. So you deserve whatever he decides to give you. Whatever BS comes your way, you deserve it. Because you keep going into this relationship blind, so that's on you. So anyway, Lulu comes in there, and they're basically talking. So Willow thinks that there's a chance Charlotte could have been cheating on her history test or whatever. Or her friend could have been cheating off of her, or they're cheating off each other. And of course, Nina flies off the handle talking about, oh, my stepdaughter would never cheat. My stepdaughter's perfect. She's an angel. She would never do. See, that's your problem right there, Nina. You keep gassing this girl up, keep saying that, oh, she's an angel, she's a princess, she's too smart, she would never do this, she'll never do that. See, this is why Charlotte probably will be doing stuff like this. That's the problem with some parents now. They think their kids are angels and can never do no wrong. You need to stop turning a blind eye to your kids, like seriously. Because a lot of them are little Chuckies in disguise. I'm just saying. Like, stop hyping them up, telling them that they're perfect, they're angels, they can never do no wrong. Like, stop doing that, because then when they do wrong, you still defend them when you know that they're wrong. You still defend them, and you're basically enabling that bad behavior. Not saying that Charlotte was cheating, because like Willow said, she didn't have proof of it. So there is a chance that she probably wasn't cheating. But they need to stop turning a blind eye to what this child may be doing. It's mainly Nina that's turning a blind eye to this. Like, Valentine is willing to listen. Lulu, of course, is willing to listen. You know, and that's what I like about the two of them, you know, being on the same page. Nina needs to get on the same page as Lulu and Valentine. Otherwise, she needs to get the hell out of the conversation. Because if it was me, you wouldn't even be a part of that conversation, seeing as how you're just a step parent. And technically and legally, you're not even that anymore. Their divorce, I'm pretty sure, is final anyway. So you have no claims. And you have no right to even stand there. I don't know why Valentine keeps allowing her to be a part of the... Well, I know why he keeps doing it. Because he's trying to get back in her good graces. So he's willing to allow her to be a part of such conversations. I don't know why, because she can't control herself. Like, she flies off the handle without listening. And it's getting ridiculous at this point. Like, the girl is just doing her job as a teacher. And I like the fact that Willow didn't even want to discuss it at the event. That was a private, personal event that wasn't business hours. So of course she didn't want to talk about it there. She wanted to wait until, they went back to school Monday morning to discuss it. But of course Lulu wanted to know right then and there. Can't blame her for that, but it wasn't the time or the place to have that discussion. And Nina is being totally ridiculous. Like totally ridiculous. She doesn't want to hear nothing bad about Charlotte at all. And that's the problem. When parents turn a blind eye to their kids, you get a little Michael Myers out of it in the future. I'm telling you right now. Like, stop doing that. Stop saying, oh, your child is perfect. No, they're not perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect nothing. A perfect marriage, a perfect child, a perfect jack, perfect house, perfect money, perfect nothing. Ain't no perfect job. Ain't no such thing. If you think your child is perfect or you think your life is perfect, you think everything is perfect, you're living in a you're living in a fairy tale. I would love to live in that mind that she lives in, where she thinks everything's perfect. Perfect. There's no such thing. Um, she's just being totally ridiculous, and she doesn't want to hear nothing. Like, I wouldn't even want to talk to a person like that just won't want to listen. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stand dealing with people like that just don't take constructive criticism. It's like, stop being hot headed and flying off the handle. You're getting a little ridiculous in this. Um, so anyway, moving on from that mess. Jason and Drew, it was a welcome relief to see the two of them talking. I don't blame Drew because he basically wanted Jason to talk to Carly, to talk to Jocelyn, to, get Jocelyn to, realize that there's no cure for Oscar. I know some people see it as Drew giving up or whatever, but I mean, when you hear that somebody's terminal, and you've exhausted all your options, what other options are there? There's no other options. Drew, Kim, they've tried everything. They made all the phone calls that they can make. They've done everything they can do. There's nothing at this point that they can do. Absolutely nothing. I actually like the scene between Jason and Drew. Them sitting there talking, not, making devil eyes at each other. They're actually getting along. I like that. Their relationship has definitely come a long way. Definitely. And I hope it continues. So anyway, moving on to this seminar. That was such a crazy scene where, Christina basically had to sit there and relive what Kiefer did to her. I remember that storyline like it was yesterday. When Kiefer was beating on her, like he beat the hell out of that girl. And I remember when Sonny and everybody thought Ethan was the one that did it. Luke's son, Ethan. That was such a crazy storyline. I remember, even though it was like about 9-10 years ago, it felt like it was yesterday. I remember that storyline so vividly. Um, it was a crazy story. And for Christina to sit there and relive it, it pissed me off. And I'm glad that Sam jumped up and intervened when Daisy was basically saying that you accepted the beatings because you felt like it mean Kiefer cared about you or you mattered to Kiefer. I'm glad Sam jumped up and intervened because that right there pissed me off. To sit there and put it out there that Christina accepted the abuse to feel like she mattered. That pissed me off. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad Sam stepped up and said something. That whole seminar was just hot doo-doo. But of course, Christina's still defending it, talking about, oh, these people are helping me. Christina, you need a real therapist. You don't need some cult hippie seminar to help you. They're not helping you. You need a real therapist, a licensed therapist. God knows you should never go to Kevin, but go to somebody who call Dr. Andre Maddox, somebody who could really, really help you. But she keeps defending these people. I'm like, all right, well, if I was Sam, I'd just say deuces and walk out the door. If you want to be with your little hippie cult group, be with your hippie cult group. I'm not dealing with this foolishness because that's exactly what it is. But Shiloh is definitely Hank, Shiloh, whatever you want to call him. That remind me of that little game we used to play when we was in elementary school. I forgot. What was the name of it again? We had a ball or something like that. What the hell was the name? We had bounced the ball to somebody else. Bounce high, bounce low. Pass the ball to Shiloh. That was my game when I was a kid. We used to play that all the time in elementary school. But yeah. Shiloh definitely up to something. I don't know what his agenda is at this point, but he's crooked, as crooked can be. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, Anna basically is being poisoned. I knew it. I knew she was being poisoned. The question is, who the hell is poisoning her? I know some people are thinking Valentine. Valentine don't make sense to me though. Why would Valentine poison her? Because when Peter told him about Anna being blind and she had some illness or whatever, he seemed genuinely concerned and shocked. But Valentine is a convincing liar, so there's that. Or or my main man Cesar Faison might not be as dead as people think. Could be because wherever that virus came from, it's like a German thing. I think Finn was talking about. It's something, but Anna remembers that it could be some DVX type thing. I wonder who the hell is poisoning her. I'm starting to think it got to be Cassandra though. I'm thinking Cassandra. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But the comment section, let me know what y'all thought. I will see y'all later. Hope you all have a great day. See you all tomorrow. Peace.